Alright guys, it's Team Gygus Gaming here. This is Tyler talking. Sorry, just gotta set this up. This is the ban list video I wanted to make for a while now. But this time it's not like predictions or anything. This is actually the confirmed ban list for the OCG, which is always the same as the TCG. It's never been different. It's always coming around at this time of the year, right after Valentine's Day or a couple days afterwards. It's always been right, and this seems to me. I don't really know what to think of it. Leave your opinions in the comments below. It's interesting if you ask me. Well, let's get started with it right away. Sangin. Well, I'll say it. Forbidden cards. Sangin. Number 1 is Sangin. He's banned, guys. Rest in peace, Sangin. He was my little fuzzy buddy. But in all honesty, Sangin was an extreme power card. It searched everything. People will play that in decks just to search to their pieces. If you attack that, they got an engine started. Just get to the pieces they need. It was a really good card. Made Torgai completely broken. Just like summon Torgai, get Sangin, destroy Sangin. Okay, I can go get A, Rescue Rabbit, for example, B, Magician, Shark, whatever I need. That Sangin is what started the plays. Sangin, people are like, oh, hit this certain card. Sangin, I can understand why it got banned, because it got everything you needed, and it was a great Torgai target. I can understand that. Also forbidden, Wind Up Carrier Zen Mighty. I'm happy about that. I've played wind-ups before. That card's the most fucking broken card for Xe for the wind-up deck. I believe this is the first Xe to ever get banned. Well, it was also probably the first Xe to get limited. Don't quote me on that. But it's good. I'm glad about it. It needs to go. They pretty much draped wind-ups this ban list here. But yeah, that had to go. Wind-ups I don't think will ever be played ever again after this. But that's all the forbidden cards. No, they did not hit Reborn, Heavy, Dark Hole, all that stuff. Or yeah, I understand why they wouldn't hit that, because it makes I don't understand, like Heavy. I wanted that to get hit, but it also then we have an all set format, and I don't really wouldn't know how I'd feel about that. Seeing how it makes people have to not waste their resources, keep some in hand, like be better players, and oh wait, Heavy Storm, you set everything. That's just making you a better player. It's smart. It's decent. It's like basic plays. Limited to 1 day of peace. Yes, 1 day of peace is gone, and it's at 1. We all wanted this. I'm glad it's there. I really don't care about it for Exodia, Final Countdown, or any other like Chainburn decks. What I'm thinking. The one deck that I think of when I hear 1 day of peace, besides them, Gishkis. That deck out thing. When they send the mine whatever guy, Gishki guy, you send back the card destruction, like 3 1 day pieces to make your opponent deck out. That's how I know, from what I know. I think they just wanted to stop that because they needed 3 1 day piece, and at 1 now, that deck is completely done for. Thank God, that was the biggest troll in the world. But I'm glad that's gone. I'm glad that's the one. I'm happy about that. Also limited to 1, Wind Up Magician. Magician Shark game. I mean, that's kind of obvious there. I can understand they had to hit Wind Up somewhere. I was kind of thinking they might hit both Magician and Shark. Like, if you think about it this way, Magician did nothing while on the field by itself. It couldn't even set off Factory, for God's sake, without having the help of another wind-up monster. It's like, and Shark was the one that got that thing going, but with getting rid of Carrier, I don't think it really mattered at that point. The deck is dead at this point. It will never see play again, in my opinion. But that's it. The last card that's limited to 1. This is where I'm skeptical. I can understand it, but most people won't like it. Solemn Warning's at 1 now. I don't know how I feel about that. I've always played 2 in most of the decks I ran. I wouldn't know if I would even want to play it anymore at 1 as a 1 of. I don't know how I want to feel about that. I can understand why they put it there, but I don't know how to feel about that. I'm being honest here. Limited to 2. Thunder King Ryo. I can understand that. I mean, it's not really hurting anything. The only deck that I can think of that played 3 is Agents, but there's a certain build of Agents that I've seen played before. Spam with Call the Haunted and all that shit. But most people only side deck 2 anyway. I think they're doing that because one card like Thunder King can stop Duality, Rhoda, Smoke Signal, Spellbook cards. That deck, and they're getting Spellbooks to get more support. They want to have like Thunder King just rips that deck. So it's not bad. I'm just glad it's at 2. I really don't know what to think about it. I'm just rambling right now because Tsukiyomi's at 2 now. I really don't care. People are thinking, oh yeah, Tsukiyomi's coming back 1, break the format. It's never seen play. I've seen one deck play it just because in spellbooks just to reuse Magician, and that was a spell, and it was also a spellcaster, and then it didn't even work out for that person. I really don't care if that's at 2. Back to 2, Advanced Ritual Art. I don't really know about rituals that much. I know my friend, you'll know Dan. If you don't know about, guys don't know about Dan, but Dan has like the biggest boner for Relinquished, and I don't know how he's gonna play it out with this. He loves his ritual cards, but I don't think he's ever played this before, and you never know with that guy. That's it for 2. They only hit 3 cards. They only worked on 3 cards. It's a very short list compared to the last one. The last one was extremely long. Back at 3, Spore. You can only use it once. I really don't know much about plants, and most people only played 1. That's to the best of my knowledge. I really don't think that's going to affect anything really. What else is it? Blackwing Kalute the Moonshadow. They're trying to get it. I don't think Blackwings will ever be back to where they once were without the help of Whirlwind back at 2 or 3. Like Factory, that was a 2. Like that was just basically Whirlwind for windups, and they can't give Blackwings that back. Maybe another Gale they could use. I don't think another Kalute will get them over the hump they need to be. They need more to get over that. The other 2 cards are Lumina, the Lightsworn Summoner. Saxsworns. I really don't know how to feel about that. No one ever plays really Lightsworns anymore. Most people focus on Chaos Dragons. Then that seems how Chaos Dragons, I would assume, are a bit better probably. I'm not really sure how to feel about that. No, my one friend's going to be a little happy about that. I think it's because of Judgment of the Light coming out soon. The one after Lure of Tachyon, which supposedly Lightsworns might get more support. I'm not too sure about it. I think that's maybe what they would have done there, what they do there. The last card, Shien Smoke Signals back at 3. Don't like that. I'm not really the biggest fan of Sam's. It's just open gateway. I've basically won this duel. Why is your deck still on the board? Why are you not shuffling ready for next turn? I blocked you down. I never liked Sam's. Sam's open gateway can let a bad player become good. Signal is just to make the deck better. I mean, it's a tier 2 deck that won't get it out of tier 2, I believe. But it's just an annoying ass deck. That's all it is to me. Well, that's it, guys. That's the entire ban list. That's all that has been published so far. If you don't believe me, that's where I'm getting it from, if you can see that. Shout out to SlimX Team Symmetry. I'm getting this from your YouTube video. That's where I heard it from. Shout out to you, man. Well, guys, thanks for watching. Tell me what you guys think about this. The only part I'm a little bad about is, Sangan, maybe it's understandable. It was my cuddle buddy. Warning a little bit, just because it was a staple trap, and I'm not too sure how I feel about that again. Signal, I hate Samus. God. But yeah, guys, that's all for now. Subscribe for more videos. Yeah. Oh, by the way, if people are saying, oh, they didn't hit Mermails, they didn't hit Rabbit. Rabbit lost Sangan, and Mermails. The deck hasn't won a YCS yet. It hasn't. Yes, it's topped. It hasn't won. It's not the most broken deck. You can have so many sides. Thunder King, D Fisher, Macrocosmos, Soul Drain. Flip one of those, they've lost, really, unless they draw a Space Typhoon, which are that's my opinion on it. Mermails, they're not hard to beat, really, guys. All right, guys, peace out. Thanks for watching.